Texas Friday. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for the love and support y'all are constantly giving me. Our clan is like growing massively, like rapid, very rapid, and it is so appreciating. So I'm thankful for the support that y'all keep sharing the videos, dropping those beautiful comments that I truly appreciate. And it's good to know that a lot of y'all are relating to the things that I speak on. So that is truly a blessing to me. So my newbies, welcome. We don't had like almost 250 plus in the last 3 weeks of subbing, and that is truly a blessing. So thank you for that. It's truly appreciated. So with that being said, namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. If you've been watching the videos for a while and have not already, what are you waiting for? Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are informative, uplifting, and give you good vibes that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath going through, some hard times right now and needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share them while you're at it. Give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And I try to say that real fast so I can get it up under a minute, but that didn't work. The channel I'm using for my meditation is called Self Healing Collective. 963 hertz, open crown chakra, connect to the universe, talk to God, spiritual healing music. And I'll post their link in the description box below. In the video I'm doing today, dealing with Heyokas, doing Twin Flame 101 Heyokas, dealing with Virgo, full moon whammies. There are so many different things that's coming on. Y'all, this is like my second time doing this video because we already had that hurricane that came past us because I'm in Georgia at the time, but it bypassed us. But the storms has been crazy here, you know. So the signal been acting crazy right along with my energy as well. I missed y'all. Them 72 hours, it felt so good to recharge and recalibrate myself because there's so many different things that are going on. If you've been feeling lagging, if you've been dragging, because it's like, what is this? It's the full moon of Virgo, and it's supposed to be intensified, and it's gonna have that big whammy on October 1st with the harvest moon. It's like Mars retrograde squaring up with Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, and Capricorn that may cause friction and tension. So if you've been at that, in that, like if you got writer's block, whatever your artistic hobbies are that you feeling like a stump, or you feel like you lacked interest, you have to understand there's a lot of different changes that you're going through spiritually, metaphysically, emotionally, mentally, heck, even probably sexually. It would probably be, you know, all of everything all at one time. So don't allow yourself to be hard on yourself. That's why I had to take those days off. I was wondering what was going on with me. I start feeling judgy. I ain't like being judgy. I'm like, what? Don't do that. Because usually I'm like, nah, I ain't got nothing to say about that. And shoot everybody on their own road of reflecting and recovery. I'm not. But all of a sudden I started getting judgy. But I had to allow myself to go ahead and take that break out because it's like for the last almost close to 2 to 3 weeks, I've been running. If I'm not doing videos here, I'm doing them on IG. If I'm not doing IG videos, I'm doing, my podcast and all those different things. So I've really been running. If I don't, connect and do like empath counseling 101 on the side where I assist other people, basically just to be able to help them find that deeper purpose of their life, or, if I can be able to give them some kind of advice that they may be struggling with. So it was like I had to be able to take that pause out for that cause, just to, just to draw myself back, so I don't hope nobody don't take it personal when I just didn't answer no kind of comments. I didn't want to interact with anybody at that time because that was my self time, you know. So it's just right now you may be in that hermit, in that hermit vibe right now where you're want to go in solitude because you're really, really dealing with a lot of stuff. It could be bad, it could be very heavy for you. It's all about how you're dealing with change. Change can be very intense. so to say. It can be very intense. So it's just all things that's taking place. I'm just blessed. I'm just seeing everything. It's like, what, this gives me my chance to grow. This is going to inspire me. This is healing me in ways I didn't know I really needed. Being honest with yourself. So it's like a lot of different things is where it's giving you that intense shadow work, where you're appreciating everything that's around you, but you're still dealing with certain heavy stumps. They want you to be open minded, be so open minded you can see where you're still closed minded at. So a lot of these things are going to be working in your favor. And you have to be able to allow yourself to not go fall back on ego, because a lot of times we do that. you know um and you have to be true with yourself. There may be certain parts of me is like, hey, I need to work on that. Or if there's something that still triggers me, hey, this is something I need to really allow myself to reflect so I can release and go. Because there's a lot of different doors that are opening. It's like it's opening, but you're clearing out finishing touches before you're able to walk all the way through. So a lot of this stuff might be pouring out to you where you're having mixed emotions. You may be feeling like you're lacking in some part of your life to where you just don't have that oomph to really do it. That's that time for you to really take that charge, because a lot of times you have to be, if you're light working and doing all these different things, you haven't really took a break for yourself. A lot of times you got to be able to shut out the world, really shut out that world and take that time out for yourself. There's a lot of different things that's coming to a close. There's a lot of different things, like where you might have had people that was in your life that it didn't end that well, but then they're coming back and saying, hey, how you doing? It's just like, don't disrespect yourself by bringing them back in your life. You have to appreciate what connection you have with them, even if it was a salty one, and just tell them you wish them well. That's all you need to do. And I appreciate myself for doing that, because it's just like a lot of times we can be hard on ourselves. We can be our own worst enemy and our own worst critic. And then be like, you want to be able to bring certain people back in your life because you really care for them, whether it could be a close guy friend, a close girlfriend, ex, whatever. But then you already know they show their truth to you, or that cycle was already ended, and it's coming back for that second closure. Like, hey, I appreciate you reaching out to me, but where I'm at right now, I can't draw back. We are not clocks. You don't fall back. You keep moving forward. You know, so there's a lot of different things that are maybe needing you to speak up and show your truth with that person. You ain't got to go off on them. You ain't got to do this, but you appreciate that and sit them on with their blessings and keep it moving. So a lot of things is allowing you, they want you to be honest with yourself. Ego may be like a push and pull factor right now, because there's a lot of different things that's purging, a lot of things that's surfacing, maybe things that you have, you know, suppressed for so long you may have forgot about. I know a lot of things. I'm like, dang, I forgot all about that. But thank you for the knowledge of experience. But I separate. So it may be a lot of cord cutting you may be having to do. Because I know a lot of times when you're dealing with a lot of shadow work, you're gonna have your moods where you feeling like, you know, um, it may be a little heavy, going through different emotions, intensified. You're seeing a lot of things is working in your favor, because everything is working in our favor. But a lot of times it's like when you pray about, oh Lord, give me patience for dealing with this, that, and the third. Next thing you know, all hell break loose. And that's how you're going to get your patience, because these are the things you have no choice but to go through. you know and a lot of these life lessons, like I was saying in my videos a couple of days ago, a lot of times we go through situations for it to break us, to be able to save us at the same time. And a lot of times it's hard to see that, because sometimes we feel like the world is punishing us. But you have to understand, whatever you're pushing out to the universe comes back. So you have to allow yourself to know they're not punishing you. They're just reacting to the vibes that you send it out, because universe does not see good or bad. It just feels that vibe and they send it right back. So you have to be careful. And especially tonight, this is the best time for you to do your full moon rituals. If there's things that you're trying to bring into your life, or there's things that you really are trying to clear out, write those things down. Use some bay leaves, some sage, or whatever, and burn that mess up and keep it moving. You know, and even I know there was people telling me that they've been writing, if they have a special glass that they drink out of, you can write your manifestations on there, and on a piece of paper, and tape it up, and then you can drink your water out of that. It's like you're consuming your affirmations. Like, this is what I want to consume. These are the things that I need help with. These are the things that I'm trying to heal from. These are the things that I'm trying to manifest into my life. And those, with those things that you're doing, that it's like you're not just saying it, but you're consuming what you want. You carrying that vibe of whatever you're trying to manifest into your life. So you can be able to appreciate that. They're wanting more of you having that faith within yourself and all that you do, because a lot of times we could be doing something and something new pops up in our lives, and you don't know where the heck this came from. It's like, dang, do I even have the energy to be able to connect with this right now? Or I don't know if I can do that, because they may be sending you some way. Like, if you've been having issues at a job, it's trying to reconnect you. It's like, hey, this job is like you're not having fun at this job, you're not enjoying this is a job just enough, was just over broke, so they're telling you, if these are things that are clashing with you, this is that time to make these bold decisions and do what's best for you. Because if they're asking you to sacrifice that, they're, even though you may feel like it's a loss, because the universe knows that, we got to survive. We got family we got to take care of. There's kids, especially if you have to work while you got these, a lot of these kids are not in school right now because of the COVID. So, they understand all these different things that's taking place in a world where, everybody, a lot of people are financially strained right now. So they're really trying to get their coins together and get that bag straight, because of all these different things. But, there's different emotions that's coming in where they is trying to really vibe with you. It's just like, hey, you need to take this, make this choice, be honest with yourself. Whatever is a trigger to you, they want you to keep it real and work on that. Whatever is like you feel like it's needing to cut away from you, you have to work on that as well, and do all the things that you need to do for these changes. There's going to be some where you're going to start having a lot of creativity to where it's going to collaborate with the gifts that you have. And there's a lot of things, if you've been doing intense shadow work, there's going to be some gift switches that's going to pop up. So they may, as soon as I say that, it's going to be 12:12 on the clock. um your gift switches are probably popping on, because if you've been doing a lot of intense work where you've been releasing a lot, there's going to be some gifts that you didn't even know that has been dormant, and it's going to pop on. So you may be dealing with that very intense, vivid dreams. Like I said, I was like, what kind of dream I had the night before last? I was working at Wendy's. The next thing you know, I turn around and Ariana Grande was the goddamn cashier. I'm like, what the hell kind of dream? I'm like, what kind of dream is this? I'm sitting up here, and I'm seeing her like, oh Lord, please let me wake up. So it was really crazy. You probably be having these crazy off the wall dreams too as well. But a lot of these things, where you're raising your consciousness to where you up in 6D, 7D, you jump in portals and jump. So you're ascending and transcending over what you even thought you would be able to go. So let me make sure I didn't leave anything out. Like I said, you may be struggling with ideas, or even lack of inspiration or desires to move forward. Or you may be, focused on moving forward, and you're allowing yourself to partake in what you need to, what's the initial steps, because your guides are giving you those initial steps on what you need to do. If there's something you're trying to start a career with your own business, they're telling you, hey, take up this, take up that, because you've been getting a lot of visions. From what they're telling me to tell you, you're getting a lot of visions on the next steps that you may be inspired to, or they need you to go in that different direction to allow yourself to flow, towards that next level, because there's a lot of doors that are opening for you, but there's also a lot of doors that's closing, and windows are shutting. So it's like certain things had to take place in your life for you to get that initial message from that certain chapter, so you can move on to the next one. So they're sending you different, visions through dreams, or you may be seeing something that, let me see how I can put this. You may be seeing something throughout your wake of the day, through your routine. You may see something more than once. And if you're seeing it more than once, that's the key for you to, to see what they're trying to tell you. Because you may see, like, if you're seeing um, like a mountain symbol, you may be wanting to go, take you a retreat, what I'm saying? So you may see like a Milwaukee best on the can, with the, the the mountain symbol, or you may be hearing something about a song that's talking about the mountains, something like that, for example. So they're telling you to pay attention to the visions and, your dreams that are taking place. Keep a little dream journal and jot those things down, because it could be leaving messages for you for your next steps to take. So it's just like right now we're going through a lot of changes. If you've been having lack of sleep, like, I think I said that in a video I had to delete, because it's like my signal was really messing up. My vibes were like, so it kept cutting off on me. But if you've been lacking sleep, like I've been up since 12:45. I worked out from 12:45 almost into 5:30 this morning, 5:35, and I've still been up, and it's like 6:05 p.m. here where I'm at. So it's just been really crazy. It's been raining off and on, and rain just makes me want to just cuddle up in a plush blanket and just go to sleep. So there's a lot of different things that's been taking place. You've been purging, you've been doing a lot of intense shadow work that is taking place. You're doing a lot of emotional and mental clearing as well. It hasn't been easy, but you're getting rewards for that. There's a lot of things that you have to see that is like blessings coming to you. It may not be the ones that you're truly looking for, but is working its way up to that. So they want you to show that attitude of gratitude, even the little ones you got through. I've been very grateful, and it's just an opportunity to be able to have, so many people that are subscribing. So it's just like, oh yeah, if I already welcomed you and I accidentally welcome you again, I apologize for that, because like I said, there's so many people. I think it was like 200 plus in the last 3 weeks. Um, that has been subscribing. So I'm like, dang, there's a lot of people with the name Michelle. There's a lot of people named Ann or April or something like that. So I mean, I'm like, dang, I don't know if because I try to jot everybody down, but sometimes I forget. So yeah, there's a lot of different changes that are taking place, and they say it's going to be intensified, through a lot of different shadow work you may be going through, especially when you're going to hit that big whammy on harvest moon on, I think it's October 1st. There's going to take place. So a lot of things is going to surface. A lot of our gifts are being enhanced. If you have children that are extra blessed, and I don't like saying the word autistic, but extra blessed, knowing they're going to have that big shift before you do. So you have to pay attention when you pay attention to your children, that all of a sudden go out the norm, because those are your children. You know what they do all the time, but all of a sudden if they take a big shift, just knowing that's your cue to let you know yours is coming, either the same day or a couple of days after that. That's like that empath silent alarm. That's what I call them, extra blessings of empath silent alarms. So they'll be going through different routines as well. Your pets will be feeling it as well. If you have empathic pets, they're going through their changes right along with you. So if they're doing things out the norm, just expect that. So if you're doing, like I said, I think I said that. I don't know if I said it in the other video, but this one, yeah. If you're one of those types that do full moon rituals, this is the best night to do it. Just writing down the things that you want, the things that you don't want, things that you're trying to heal from, and just burn it. Put the little sage around it, do your little kumbaya yas, and go on about your business. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. Let me go ahead and give a post notification shout out to Michelle Quash, Laureen Brandon, Sarah Warsam, Cynthia Laborde. Much love. Welcome to the fam. And Coding 15, and Mimi B, much love to you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's so good to have you. Like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Share. Tell somebody about the channel. They may be able to relate to the things that I speak upon. If you need to contact me privately, I always leave my contact information in the description box below the video, so you can find me at one of those and DM me. It's all about just networking and helping you have a deeper understanding about your purpose of mission. And that's pretty much it. Whatever we speak on is confidential, so you don't have to worry about anything. It stays there. So I hope y'all have a blessed, safe week. Be responsible for everything you do. This week is almost over with. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always someone out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything you're trying to manifest in your life comes 100 billion times more than what you asked for, prayed for, even expected, and same when you receive it. And even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibe, frequencies. You never know. All those things can really take somebody a long way. And I'll talk to you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be wild.